Welcome back, everybody. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be doing a tier list, best movies of the 2000s. We're gonna be doing 2000 to 2005. Now, the reason why I'm doing this because every time I sit down with some of my, friends or peers thereof, and we start having these, nostalgic conversations. We start talking about animated movies. Some movies we do agree on, but sometimes a lot of people be saying a lot of things. And the reason why we're doing this today is because I was having a conversation with someone and they were swearing up and down about Coraline. And don't get it twisted. We're going to talk about Coraline when we get to Coraline section. But that had me thinking, because I was kind of making the argument that it's many movies that came before Coraline that's just, in my opinion, way better. But, a lot of things still factor in that: personal choice, personal humor, age, and just timing, how you felt or how that movie may appeal to you. So without further ado, today we're going to be doing the tier list. I have 24 movies that I chose that I feel like we all gonna agree on, that you all recognize, and we're gonna see, where they go. So what we have here, we have categories of goat, bull, lamb, sheep, and pig. So obviously use your context clues. Goat is the highest, and so forth and so forth. I did it that way because I noticed that a lot of the movies that were made in the early 2000s were animal based. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, let's move it. All right, first thing we got is Road to El Dorado. Road to El Dorado. I don't remember much about Road to El Dorado outside of shells. Probably for what it is. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, though. That's the reason why a lot of us growing up ain't, and I ain't even going to talk about that.
Don't say that.
Anyway, but Road to El Dorado. Since I don't really know much about it, it's going to have to hunker down in sheep. Next, we got Dinosaur. Now, I vaguely remember Dinosaur. I had to go back and rewatch Dinosaur because what I thought and what I rewatched is two completely different things. I thought it was one thing, and then when I rewatched it, it's all over the place. I didn't even, first and foremost, the character, the iguanodon that it's based on, I thought it was about, him and his herd moving through the Great Migration and trying to, survive from, predators and this and the third. But come to find out, that ain't even the case. This motherfucker was raised by lemurs. I was like, wait, huh? And there's a lot going on, and I feel like they just made a movie to try to get a kind of like a kids type of turnout like they did for Jurassic Park. As a matter of fact, there's a scene in this movie with the kind of whatever the fuck they call, that's actually exactly kind of like, you can tell it's inspired by the scene in Jurassic Park 2, you know what I mean? And hey man, that's just capitalism right there. But that movie all over the damn place, all over the place. And then once again, like I said, I thought it was all of them and just like one of the same species. Nah, it's multiple dinosaurs. You got the long necks, Triceratops, whoever. It's all over the place, man. Hey man. So Dinosaur, you're gonna have to sit in lamb just off of the strength that, you get nostalgic points, because when I look at it's kind of like when I look at Land Before Time. You get nostalgic points because I was 3 years old when this came out, innocent as hell when I saw this movie. But outside of that, you're going in lamb, brother. You're going in lamb. You should be in pig, but I saw you. So next we got The Sky is Falling. My main man, Chicken Little. He's not quite GOAT status. Very creative. Chicken Little is very creative. We've all heard the story. It was like, it was a mixture between Chicken Little and Boy Who Cried Wolf. And I don't know what's going on with the fairy tale references early on, mainly because it was for children. But Chicken Little is not GOAT, but it's definitely bull. Definitely bull, man. Definitely bull. We're gonna put you in bull, baby. Chicken Run. Now, Chicken Run, when you talk about nostalgia, that is nostalgia. Chicken Run, that's something that they used to play a lot when I was coming up and like whatever, when I was in school and whatnot. And I think if not, they came out with a new one, or they're coming out with a new Chicken Run. And so Chicken Run, come on, man. We're going bull, not GOAT. It ain't GOAT. I know. Don't argue with me. Argue in the comment section. It's not GOAT. It is bull though. Corpse Bride Pig. I ain't even about to dwell on that too much. I don't really care for anything like that. That's kind of like why I was having a Coraline take. I don't really care for movies like that. I actually know a bitch that personally, that she looked just like the Corpse Bride. I should send a side-by-side to our ass. Alright, next up we got Emperor's New Groove, probably one of the most underrated Disney movies of all time. I swear, I watched that the other day on a revisit and I was left from start to finish. Without a doubt, GOAT status. GOAT status. Or should it be llama status? Now this is somewhat of a controversial take. Monsters Inc. is not GOAT. It's not considered a GOAT for me. Only because when it comes down to pop culture and what I see, I don't see a lot of people quoting Monsters Inc. like talking about. I can only think of a couple quotes from Monsters Inc. on one in particular that I personally find funny.
The door's coming, Charlie. I'm on a roll today.
George and I are like brothers. 2319! We have a 2319!
But other than that, I don't see a lot of people quoting it. I don't really quote it like talking about. I don't really think of Monsters Inc. like talking about. However, it is a great movie. It is nostalgic. It is iconic. Can't take it away from that. So Monsters Inc., you ain't gonna be GOAT, but you are bull. Batman Beyond, the Joker. Oh yes. Because of the Joker alone. That's a great movie. I remember watching that on Cartoon Network or 4Kids or whenever it used to come on. WB, that's what it was. I remember watching that. That movie was cold. So yeah, definitely. Not GOAT. I know for some people that's very like it's blasphemous. You know, that's probably one of the best animated Batman. That's one thing Batman know how to get right. His animated movies. One of my favorite animated movies from Batman is Under the Red Hood. But that's a GOAT for me. But bull. The Wild Thornberrys movie, Pig, only because I didn't really care for the Wild Thornberrys show, and it only had really one gag on the show that I thought was funny, and now that I'm older, it's still pretty funny when I hear it every now and then, but nah, I don't think the movie was it. Pig. The Jimmy Neutron movie. I want to put it in bull. Want to put it in GOAT. I'm gonna put it in GOAT. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in GOAT. The Jimmy Neutron movie gotta go and GOAT. That is a GOAT. That is a classic. I don't even know why I even hesitated. That is a classic. Oh, that is a classic. Talk about, man, what? I feel like about to go eat some cereal and watch that right now, boy. Jimmy Neutron movie, GOAT. Extremely goofy movie. Oh, that's another GOAT. Bro. An extremely goofy movie. That's another GOAT. That is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. Oh, talk about a movie you can just kick back and relax and just watch, bro. Goofy. You know what's crazy? At one point, I would say that the first movie, a Goofy movie, was funnier than the Extremely Goofy movie until I rewatched it, and then I realized the Goofy movie was a damn musical. Like when Max bust out and started singing in the beginning of the movie, I swear, I was like, whoa! I didn't see this coming. I didn't know it was a musical. So when you look at Extremely Goofy movie, I don't think they had that many musical takes, if not any. Solid. Just give me some straight goofy laughs, man. Give me some goofy antics and we good, bro. Extremely Goofy movie, GOAT. Scooby-Doo Alien Invaders. That's not GOAT, that's bull. When it comes down to my favorite Scooby-Doo movie, Zombie Island. And that ain't got nothing to do with me being from where I'm from. That is a great movie. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island is a great movie. But when I had to think about any other one, a close second for me, and this might just be up to particular circumstances, to something that me and somebody else used to fuck with heavy, probably gonna be Alien Invaders. That's just off of some nostalgic shit. But then when you think about it, I can't really think of another one that I cared about as much. Nah. Bull. The Rugrats movie, something about being in Paris. Now, initially this was going to be a GOAT until I read the title, Reading is Fundamental, because on initial just sighting, I was like, I could have sworn the Rugrats movie came out earlier than the 2000s, but unfortunately, it wasn't even that one. So when I saw that it was Pig, instantly, I'm like, oh, it ain't even that one. Pig, arguing with your mom. Brother Bear is another one that I gotta rewatch, so I can't put it in GOAT or I can't put it in bull, but I know it wasn't bad. And I know it was animated beautifully. it was animated very beautifully. It was a very good, very good animated movie. So I might have to go check out Brother Bear. I did know that the moose in the movie got on my goddamn nerves, so that probably didn't age well now that I've gotten older. So just for the sake of it, y'all gonna have to stay in sheep. Ain't nothing wrong with being a sheep. Sheep. Don't bears like sheep? Finding Nemo. This is a controversial take. Finding Nemo, for me, it's gonna be bull. Great movie. Not too many quotable moments, not too many quotable lines. Incredible movie. I did like Finding Nemo. It was different, but it ain't GOAT. I'm not finding myself wanting to rewatch Finding Nemo. If somebody was like, oh, let's watch Finding Nemo, I'll pass. I'd rather just watch fucking Discovery Earth about Aquatica or some shit. So, bull. Shark Tale's going in bull, and I actually rewatched Shark Tale like 2 weeks ago. It's not ready to go to GOAT status. Had a couple funny moments. The only thing about Shark Tale that had me consistently laughing was the octopus, and he was barely in the movie. But whenever he was in there, he had me. Like, it was just some dad jokes type shit. But nah, man, Shark Tale. Don't really care for the plot. It's creative, but outside of that, nah. Not GOAT, not my GOAT. Bull. Treasure Planet, GOAT. Go. We ain't even gotta talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Go watch it. GOAT. Go watch it. Shrek 2, another GOAT. Back-to-back GOATs. Don't even need to specify why Shrek 2 is great. First of all, Shrek 1 was incredible. So for them to follow up with an even better sequel, and they have so much to play with. So Shrek 2, I can see why Shrek 2 is probably one of the greatest sequels ever created, and that ain't even on my own personal standard. That's other people's, other like professional reviewer standards. And when I went and watched it, I can see why they say that. So Osmosis Jones, Lamb. We're not trying to be educated like that, man. We trying to watch a movie. A lot of colors, so I can see how I can keep a child entertained. But come on, man, who the hell thinks about Osmosis Jones? Lamb. He ain't Pig. Lamb. The SpongeBob movie 2004. Sheep. I'm gonna go with Sheep, man. It's kind of funny. It's kind of actually not funny. It's actually blasphemous. Not for me not to put anything SpongeBob related GOAT status. But I think that's the one with Trident lost his crown. I think that's the one with David Hasselhoff. Sorry, Sheep. Gotta rock with the Sheep, yo. Woo! This is a heavy hitter right here, boy. Did I do? Boy, hood wink, boy. Woo! GOAT. Hoodwink just go. I could have lived without Hoodwink too. I could have lived my whole life without a sequel to Hoodwink. Just like I could live my whole life without a sequel to Taken. Then you bitches dropped the third one. I'm glad y'all not trying to dig fucking Hoodwink back up. Madagascar. I know. It's not a GOAT. I know. I just contradicted myself because if we talking about quotable things from movies, I don't think there's a more quotable phrase, song, anything from movies than
I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it.
I'm being completely honest. I mean, Madagascar, you would think it was a GOAT because you had the penguins of Madagascar. They had their own show. You had the lemurs. They had cameo appearances. I almost said they had their own show, but they didn't. They was a part of the penguin show. Madagascar had 3 different movies, so I can understand why Madagascar could be a GOAT. I understand. Bull. What are we doing here? The Incredibles? GOATs? What are we doing here? The only thing about The Incredibles that I don't like is that it took almost 20 damn years for y'all to drop a sequel. What took y'all so long, bro? Like, it shouldn't have took that long to drop the sequel, so you had no choice but to look at it as kind of like piss poor in comparison to the other one because you're dealing with nostalgia. And then your viewers are older now, so we bringing our kids and other generations to come and see what this hitting on. We hyping it up because we comparing it to the first one. Go. The first one is go. Alright, last but not least is robots. I see they have Chicken Little on there again. You're not sneaking into the ghost status. You could be on there 4 or 5 times, goddamn it. You're not going to the ghost status. But as far as robots go, man, we're just gonna leave it at that, bro. We're gonna put you in sheep. Simple as that. Alright, so that's it. That is my tier list. This is my personal opinion of the best movies, animated movies from the year 2000 to 2005. Well, the next video, the next tier list, we're going to do another set of 5. We're going to do from 2005 to 2010. And then so on and so forth. You know, that's the video that is probably going to be most anticipated because that's the Coraline. That's going to get my Coraline debate. Shit. And why I feel like that movie is overrated as hell, man. And let me find out they got a Coraline 2 in the works. That's the last thing this fan base needed. But yo, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel, Dezxofficial. I love y'all, man. Be great, be successful, be smooth.